everyone, it's Jen, and March is Save a Leprechaun Month. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you'll notice, it is a vlog video of what I was doing this weekend as I was working. Yesterday, I had some time. I went out to Panera, grabbed some food, and I sat down and got to work. I had to finish up reading Danse Macabre, which was written by Stephen King. I'm using that as one of my research sources for my presentation that's in Orlando next month, and that's getting closer every day because that's how time works, which is freaking me out a little bit and is cool and sexy and fun. So after I finished reading that book, I actually got to editing my annotated bibliography, but only the portion of it that's about movies. I've been trying to write this probably for about 3 weeks, maybe more, and I've gotten sort of tied up in the details and forgotten that it's just an annotated bibliography. It's really just for my own reference, and probably no one's gonna read it. So I posted it up to Medium, made sure to add some tags, shared it on Twitter, and then moved on with my day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, I also volunteer for Best Friends in Harford County, where I help take care of the cats that are at our local pet store. So I go over there and I take care of the cats that are in the cages. Right now, that is Stripes, Little Gray, and Gus and Butternut. I take care of cleaning out their cages, and then I give them little cage breaks. I take them into the bathroom, let them kind of play around. Stripes is pretty new to the store, so right now she doesn't like coming out of her cage. I kind of just hang out with her, scratch her head, and give her some pets and loving, where she's most comfortable, which right now is her own litter box. And that's pretty much a day in the life of a freelance writer. I have made some film footage of getting my bullet journal ready for March, which is a big month for me because I am headed to Orlando for the International Conference for the Fantastic in the Arts, where I will be presenting on Stranger Things and body autonomy. I'm really excited to head out to the conference, and I'm really excited to share how that goes with you guys. I did the math the other day and realized I haven't been to this particular conference in 7 years, and it's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm really kind of disappointed in myself that I haven't been able to make it down there in the past few years. But I'm really excited to go again, and I'm very much looking forward to networking and meeting new people with similar interests, people who take fantasy and science fiction and horror seriously and look at them from sort of an academic point of view and get really thoughtful about these subjects and this media, and who are thinking about ways that we can move forward in these genres and these mediums. So I started out with creating a header for the month with a cute little Stranger Things theme. Typically my bullet journal spreads are highly personalized and they don't really follow the bullet journal format at all anymore. But in order to plan for this incredibly stressful and very busy month, I decided to sort of return to the classic month spread from the original bullet journal explanation. I did the days of the week for the whole month right down the left side of the page, and created separators for the weekends so that I can visually tell sort of like where the weeks separate from each other really easily when I just look at the page real quick. And the most important part of this month is going to be my trip to Orlando. So I made sure to highlight those days of the month and put them in their own little box once again, so it's really easy to tell where that time period is when I just look at the month really quickly. The first couple of things that I added to my schedule were obviously flying to Orlando and flying home, and then my deadlines for when I want my YouTube videos to go out. And the only thing that's on my quote-unquote personal schedule is my volunteering time with the cats, which is the evenings on the weekend. So I made sure to kind of add those to my schedule so that I would know where my time was already allotted when I moved on to the next portion of this month's bullet journal spread. Right at the bottom of the page, where I had a little bit of space after the end of March, I added a box for upcoming events in April. And I'm gonna leave it empty for now because that's where I like to sort of leave space to add events that I either need to focus on, deadlines that may pop up throughout the month of March, or things that I'm no need doing but are not immediately necessary, so I can kind of put them in my little April box and figure them out when I have a little more time to focus on them. And of course, I themed my April letters to be the same as the arcade from the second season of Stranger Things, so that it stayed along with my little theme. And then I've got my little Dustin over here, who my sister thinks looks like an Animal Crossing version of Dustin. I found some little chibi drawings of the Stranger Things crew on Pinterest and then just sort of drew based on which parts of those little doodle guys I really liked. And that is how my Animal Crossing Dustin was born. So the next thing that I did was took a little break from working in my bullet journal and sort of made a list of the things that I need to do and get done before I leave for Orlando. And then I sort of spread those out over the first 16-ish days of March so that I would know where I had time, where I was going to be working with the cats or taking the kids to swim class. And then I made sure to add things like Outlander to my calendar, because regardless of what's happening on a Sunday, I give myself at least an hour to catch up on that show pretty much every week. I don't think I've ever been more than a week behind on Outlander since I started watching it. So realistically, knowing that about myself, I know that I need to budget that into my schedule to sort of keep myself happy. I want to keep the YouTube channel going while I'm leading up to the conference, and then also to put together a conference vlog while I'm there, which I'd like to publish pretty much 2 days after I get back. So I made sure to sort of add time in my preparation days to work on scripts and just enjoy time with my family, making sure that there was time to pack and take care of some of the quote-unquote administrative stuff that has to happen before I get down there, so that I'm not completely absorbed with researching and reading and watching movies, which could absolutely happen if I didn't sort of budget my time leading up to the conference. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me on Medium. You can also hit that like and subscribe button down below and ring that bell if you want to get notified every single time I update a new YouTube video. I will see you guys right before I leave for Orlando. Have a good day.
Are you always this articulate?
Hercules. My name is Hercules.